Rahul was happy to be here. Here, he was no more the gangster he was in Mumbai. He was no more the addict he was in Muktangan. In that garden, he had a new, unblemished, even respectable identity, that of a fitness enthusiast. The realization slowly started crushing his second fear, the fear of rewriting his story, of dreaming.
Gangster on the Run, published by HarperCollins and out now, is the true story of an underworld hitman who is now an ultra-marathoner. Rahul Jadhav, a resident of Dombivli just outside Mumbai, took the name Bhiku after a character from the 1998 classic film Satya. He was among the most wanted criminals of the early 2000s, shouting threats down the barrel of his gun and becoming a tech-literate criminal, running his extortion ring over Skype. Rahul was arrested in 2007. He was, at the time, a shadow of his former self, ravaged by alcoholism and drug abuse. Today, he's an ultra-marathoner who has covered nearly 10,000 kilometers, including a run last year from the Gateway of India in Mumbai to India Gate in Delhi. He aims to shatter the National Stadium run record. He's also a de-addiction counselor. In Gangster on the Run, award-winning journalist Pooja Changoiwala tells Rahul's extraordinary story of a hitman who outran his demons. She shares with us some exclusive excerpts from the chapters that record a turning point in Rahul's journey. His first steps from the de-addiction center into a life of running.
Seated on a bench in a session with his counselor Mukta Puntambekar, Rahul struggled to put pen to paper. The deputy director of Muktangan, his rehabilitation center, had asked a group of 10 volunteers to list their future goals. Rahul did not know what his aspirations were. He did not have any. A life beyond rehab was unfathomable to him. His family wouldn't take him back and the world wouldn't take him back. Just tell me what you'd like to do and we'll figure a way. Rahul kept mum. In addition to skill building, I need you to get fitter, the counselor continued. You're eating right, yes, but you need to get some exercise. Do yoga, join the gym at the rehab, go for runs in the morning. In fact, there's a marathon coming up next month. Would any of you be interested? Rahul raised his hand. Good, said the counselor. Do you have any experience running? The former shooter stared at the floor. After a few seconds, he shrugged the hesitance and said, I have experience running from cops, from the men I shot at, and from the crowds that chased after me. The longest I've run is 4 kilometers, after I shot a furniture store owner in the heart. That'll work, said the counselor. I'll have a gate pass issued for you. You must run outside the facility to train for the marathon. On 30th December 2015, Rahul stepped out of Muktangan at 6 a.m., his first face-off with the outside world in almost 2 years. It was quite congenial, he noticed, nothing like the dystopia he had painted in his mind. The winter sun was amiable, the air fresh with morning dew, and naked trees swayed in the cold winds, dancing to the joy of green leaves to come. Standing at his imaginary starting line outside the rehab's gate, Rahul mulled over the futility of his decision, but decided to run because he had given his word. Then, as he took his first step, running uncaged him from his first fear, the fear of new beginnings. Rahul was happy to be here. Here, he was no more the gangster he was in Mumbai. He was no more the addict he was in Muktangan. In that garden, he had a new, unblemished, even respectable identity, that of a fitness enthusiast. The realization slowly started crushing his second fear, the fear of rewriting his story, of dreaming.